Good morning, students. Hope you will be fine. Today, we are going to start the new topic, that is the physiology portion, or that is the plant physiology. And in this plant physiology, today we are going to start the topic that is the transport in plants. Now, what does the word transport means? Transport simply means the movement of substances, movement of things from one place to another place. The term transport, it simply means the movement of things, movement of substances from one place to another place. Now, what are the things what are the substances that are going to be transported in plants? Those things, those substances, they have been categorized into three different. There are three different things are there. First one, that is the water. Second, that is the minerals. Third is the food. Now, these are the three things, these are the three substances which are going to transport in the plants. How much distances do these substances cover during their transportations? So, we have got two types of transportations. How much distance? First one is called as the short distance. That means in this type of transportation, the particles, the substances, the things, they cover a little bit of distance, they cover a very small distance. And we have got this long distance, and in this type we will study that the substances, that the things, that the materials or the particles, they cover a longer distance. Now, short distance में हम क्या देखते हैं कि it may take place by means of diffusion. It may take place by means of cytoplasmic streaming. This short distance, it can take place between the two adjacent cells when the particles, they move from one cell to another cell. For that we need this diffusion. Second one, when the particles move within the different area, within the different parts of a cell, within the cell, जो हम देखते हैं कि जो मूवमेंट होती है सब्सटेंस की, that takes place by means of this circulation of this cytoplasm, or which we simply called as the cytoplasmic stream. Now, in case of the long distances, what we will see, जो particles होते हैं, they cover a larger distance, they cover a longer distance, and it mainly takes place by means of vascular tissues, which are of two types. First one, xylem, and second one is the phloem. Xylem, it helps us in the transportation of the water and minerals, and the phloem, it plays a role in the transportation, in the translocation of the food particles. So what we will study in case of the long distances, जो हम देखते हैं कि जो particle move करते हैं, they move from one part of the plant to the other part. For example, this water, it is transported by the roots, then by the root here, then by the roots with the help of the xylem tissue, and it is taken to the aerial parts or to the topmost parts of the plant, while as the food which is going to be synthesized in the leaves, and from the leaves it is taken to the storage parts, or it is taken to the different parts of the plant. Now, what are the various means of this transportation which takes place within the plants? We have got various means. When we talk of the means, we have got two different processes. First one is the passive transport. Second one is active transport. We have got active transport. When we talk of the this modes of transport, when we talk of the means of transport, we have got two processes. First one is the passive transport, second one is the active transport. Now, what is the difference between this passive transport or what is and this active transport? When we compare these two modes, of transport, we find some differences. First one, In this case, what we will see, passive transport, no energy is required. So we will see that this transport take place without the what we call as this energy. No energy is required. So we can say no ATP is required. While as in this part, energy is required. So active transport takes place when the energy is when we have got energy, and in this case energy is required for the transportation of the particles. Second point, this passive transport, it takes from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. To a region of lower concentration. That means कि जहां पर जिस सब्सटेंस की सॉल्यूट की कंसंट्रेशन ज्यादा होगी, इट टेक्स प्लेस, जो मूवमेंट होगी, इट टेक्स प्लेस फ्रॉम द रीजन ऑफ हायर कंसंट्रेशन टू अ रीजन ऑफ लोअर कंसंट्रेशन. व्हाइल एज इन केस ऑफ दिस एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट, here we will see जो concentration gradient है, that is not necessary. That is not, because the movement is of the particle that take place with the help of this energy, because energy is required. Then we will see when the energy is required, more particles, हम कहेंगे more substances that will be transported from one place to another place. For example, I will give you an example. If this is the cell, for example, we have got 100 molecules of some particles which are present outside the cell. Now, inside the cell, we have got no particles. So, these particles, they will move inside the cell because there is a region of higher concentration there. Within the cell, there is the lower concentration, and these particles, they move from outside towards the inside till a stage is reached where we will see that inside there are 50 particles, molecules, and outside there are 50 molecules. They will come to the equilibrium. Then we will see no movement of particles will take place. That takes place in the passive. मूवमेंट होती है फ्रॉम रीजन ऑफ हायर कंसंट्रेशन, लेकिन जब इक्विलिब्रियम में आते हैं, जब उनकी कंसंट्रेशन सेम होती है बोथ फ्रॉम outside or inside, then we will see no movement will take place. While as in case of this active, the 100 particles जो हम देखते हैं, they will move, but they have to move with the help of the energy. So the stage will come when we will see, for example, if there are 41 in the inside, 49 will be outside. Or even the stage will come when we have got 80 inside and 20 outside, because here we will see more particles are moved inside, because the particles, they move in this active transport with the help of this energy. Third point जो हमारे पास आता है, they are not sensitive to temperature and inhibitors. That means that temperature and the inhibitor, which are the chemicals, they have no role. They did not what we call as the have no role in this passive transport. While as in this case, it is very much sensitive to temperature and inhibitors. देखो बेटा कैसे, हाँ, when we study that the active transport takes place, where we will see energy is required and the currency of energy is ATP molecules. Now this ATP molecules, it can, इसकी जो movement है कि we will see some proteins are required, some what we call as the amino acids enzymes are required. What we will see, those at higher temperature, these proteins or these, and they become denatured. They will not function properly, they become denatured. So here we will see at higher temperature this active transport, it will not take place. Similarly, what we will see these energy currency जो हम देखेंगे ATP molecules जो हमारे पास है, they are very much sensitive to certain chemicals, they are very much sensitive to the inhibitors which affect the movement, which affect this movement of particles. उससे भी हम क्या देखते हैं कि पार्टिकल्स की जो मूवमेंट होते हैं इट गेट्स इफेक्टेड एट हाई टेम्परेचर. हाउ इट गेट्स इफेक्टेड? बिकॉज in this active transport energy is required, that is mainly the ATP. that ATP हम देखते हैं कि उसकी फ्लो करने के लिए हमारे we need some proteins, we need some enzyme, but at higher temperature, as the temperature is higher, we will see those proteins, those enzymes, they get denatured, as well as these inhibitors or these chemical, they also affect the movement of these, जो इनकी एक्टिविटी जो होती है, एंजाइम्स की एक्टिविटी होती है या प्रोटीन्स की एक्टिविटी होती है, उसको भी वो उस पर भी वो इफेक्ट कर लेते हैं. ऑल दिस देन वी विल सी जो एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट होता है इट डज नॉट फुलफिल, ये अच्छी तरह से काम नहीं कर लेता है. नाउ व्हाट आर द वेरियस, अगर हम पैसिव ट्रांसपोर्ट को पढ़ने की कोशिश कर लेंगे, हाउ डज दिस पैसिव ट्रांसपोर्ट टेक्स प्लेस? इट टेक्स प्लेस बाय 3 डिफरेंट मीन्स. फर्स्ट वन डिफ्यूजन, सेकंड जो हमारे पास है फैसिलिटेटेड डिफ्यूजन, एंड थर्ड जो हमारे पास है दैट इज द ऑस्मोसिस. नाउ डिफ्यूजन क्या है, फैसिलिटेटेड डिफ्यूजन क्या है, ऑस्मोसिस क्या है, वी विल ट्राई टू डिफाइन, वी विल ट्राई टू डिस्कस देम वन बाय वन. फर्स्ट लेट अस ट्राई टू डिस्कस दैट इज द डिफ्यूजन. If we go to the definition of the diffusion is the movement of solids from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration till a equilibrium is attained. So first point जो diffusion में आता है, it is the movement of solids. That solids may be solids, that may be liquids, that may be gases. So it is first the movement of the solids. Second जो हम देखेंगे, it takes place from a region of higher concentration. It takes place from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. Second point. Third, this will take place until the equilibrium is attained. That is, this movement of solids take place from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration until till the equilibrium is attained. Fourth, we know that this diffusion, it is a passive movement. It is the passive transport. So here we will see in this diffusion no energy is required. So what is diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of solids from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration until the equilibrium is attained, and it is a passive transport because what we will see that no energy is required in this moment. Now this whole process of diffusion की अगर हम बात कर लेंगे, there are various factors on which this process of diffusion depends. First one, there are the factors on which this process of diffusion depends. First one, that is the temperature. Higher the temperature, more will be the movement of particles, more will be the process of diffusion. In your junior classes, in your lower class, in the class of 9th, you have studied that when we cook the food, the smell of that cooked food is what we'll see, that is smelled from a longer distance because at that there's cooked food जो हम कहते हैं which is being cooked on the stove. What has happened that the temperature of that food is very much higher. सो विद दिस हायर जो पार्टिकल्स होते हैं, वहां पर जो पार्टिकल्स में जो हीट एनर्जी होती है, इट गेट्स कन्वर्टेड इनटू द काइनेटिक एनर्जी। वो कन्वर्ट किस में हो जाती है? काइनेटिक एनर्जी। बिकॉज ऑफ दिस काइनेटिक एनर्जी, इट्स एनर्जी विच इज पोजेस्ड बाय अ बॉडी ड्यू टू इट इज मोशन। उसमें हम क्या देखते हैं कि पार्टिकल्स मूव कर लेते हैं। सो द स्मेल ऑफ दैट फूड that is felt from a far away distance. So when we enter the kitchen from a day routine work, we smell from a distance that our mom, our mother, it has cooked that type of this food. What a delicious food she has cooked. So at the temperature, higher temperature, more will be the process of diffusion. Second one, density. Density of the solute substance, density of the particle. When we talk of the density, we have to follow the law, that is the Graham's law. Graham's law of diffusion. What did he say? The diffusion rate of diffusion, capital D, it is directly proportional to the square root of the density of that substance. When we talk of the density, we follow this Graham's law of diffusion. He says the rate of diffusion, this capital D, rate of diffusion, it is inversely proportional to the root of the density of the particle. That means more the dense, more the heavier the substance, less will be the movement. This means more the dense, more the heavier the substance, less will be the movement of the substance. जितना भारी भरकम होगा, जितनी उसकी डेंसिटी ज्यादा होगी पार्टिकल की, that means मूवमेंट जो होगी वो उतनी कम होगी. Third, that is lipid solubility. A particle which is soluble in lipids, it will diffuse faster. A substance which is soluble in the lipid, it will diffuse faster. Because the diffusion, it has to take place. अगर हम बात कर लेंगे within the two adjacent cells, the particles, they have to move across the semi-permeable membrane, and in this permeable membrane, what we will see, there is the lipid layer. When the substances, they are soluble in this lipid, we will see जो rate of diffusion जो होगा वो faster होगा. A substance which is faster in the lipid, because the plasma membrane, it has got a lipid layer. When this lipid layer, in that lipid layer, when the substances, when the particle, when the solid substances, they are soluble, जो हम देखेंगे diffusion उतनी आसानी हो जाएगी. Fourth, surface area. More the surface area, more will be the diffusion. It can be easily understood during our process of respiration. जो हमारे lungs में होता है, we have got the alveoli. Alveoli का हम देखते हैं कि जो हम उनका surface area देखता है, it may be more than, it may reach up to the 100 square meters. जो area इसका होता है, it may reach up to that 100 square meters. So that area is very much sufficient for the process of the diffusion. So mean when the surface area is more, the rate of diffusion जो होगा वो भी ज़्यादा होगा. Fifth one, जो अगर हम बात कर लेंगे, that is the concentration gradient. The particles, they move from the higher concentration to the lower concentration until the equilibrium is reached. For example, if this is the water tub which is filled with water, at one corner I will put some crystals of potassium permanganate at that corner. These potassium permanganate, when they will get diffused, they will get diffused easily because there is only the water, and we will see within a short span of time the whole water जो हम देखेंगे in this tub, but we will see the particles of this potassium permanganate, they will get diffused in this water. So more the concentration, what we will see, the more will be the process of diffusion. This was all about this passive transport जो हमने पहला पढ़ा, that is this diffusion, that is the introduction. What we will study, what we mean diffusion, what are the various factors on which this process of diffusion depends. In the next
video we will try to define two more, that the facilitated diffusion and the osmosis. Until then, goodbye. God bless you.